marketplace. That's where you get in trouble. Come on, let's do it fast. Now, the demand for real estate has overriding issues with price. You know, a lower priced properties, there's a higher pool of available buyers. Higher priced properties, as prices go to the stratosphere, there are very few buyers, and they're more particular, right?
Yep.
Again, income, disposable income especially. If someone is just surviving, they're worried about just a roof and food. If someone has extra income, now they're buying toys, right?
Yep.
Rock stars don't care about the price, they care about how much they can show off to their friends, right? And by the way, a rock star will not have one home, they'll have lots of houses and condos all over. Again, in our sensitive market in residential, we're lucky. We have foreign capital coming in, plenty of cash. But in most of the country with credit tight, the real estate market is reeling. It is desperate. Now again, population is an issue, but population numbers is not that important. It is the composition of that population, right? Golden Beach has like 30 houses. That's all they need. So again, the composition, if they're wealthy, good. Higher property values. If they're poor, people don't want to build there. You have to get government involved. Now, households are dwelling for one space or one individual or more. And really how population grows, especially here, a family moves into a house, and as they grow, the house stays, and people start leaving and purchase or rent other properties, right? So the Klein family occupied one space in Coral Springs for many years. Now, I have my own space, my former wife has her own space, my two sons have their own space. So, again, core households. And by the way, my oldest granddaughter is going to go to college next year. She's going to have her own place. On and on. It keeps growing. Now again, unlike fashion, consumer preferences in housing actually change slowly. And as a matter of fact, people are starting to see value in older buildings. Bigger square footage, better built, etc., etc. Right?
Materials used.
Really, you know, I used to live in Lemare, which was an old building. We lived in a two-bedroom apartment, which was almost 2,500 square feet. And across the street, right north of us, is the Beach Club. Same two-bedroom apartment, 1,100 square feet, and there's not enough of the closet for my clothes. You had to walk it.
And triple the price.
But half the value. Yeah. There you go, price and value. Again, competition. There is a big place called market equilibrium. This is the question, right? Here is your pendulum, right? And this is where you reach equilibrium. But it swings up, it swings up, it's constantly moving, never static. Now again, there are two types of markets, and in Florida you can have buyers markets and sellers markets depending on area, right? So again, it used to be in the suburbs, that's where the property values were, because people were wealthy, they could have 2 cars, property taxes, all of that. And the suburbs were hot, and it was a seller's market in the suburbs. As the economy gets weaker, people concentrate to the cities. Again, if you don't have high earnings, you don't need a car in cities, you don't have to maintain lawns, swimming pools, etc., etc. They're former services, right? Again, do I need a car to find entertainment? No. I need no elevator. So again, now we have a seller's market in South Beach. There's far more demand than there is supply. In some of the western suburbs, they're suffering terribly. Supply far exceeds demand. So again, know your markets, know your markets. They change constantly. Now again, interestingly enough, the rental market will affect the sales market. Why? When rents are very high, it might be more economically feasible to buy than to rent, right? When rents are very low, by the way, 2005, 2006, 2007, rents were so low that people were renting, they would not even think of buying. Yeah, I rented an apartment, this was one of my favorites, which was in the Hemispheres. I was paying $950 a month for a one-bedroom apartment on the 20th floor facing south. The owners were paying more in maintenance and taxes and debt service. It was a no-brainer. But then it got hot. Now, it's high and profitable. Business cycles are for another day. Now again, one of the things about the real estate market that makes it so unique are as follows. It is the most inefficient market in the world. Again, there's no such thing as a standardized product. Homogeneous means everything's the same. Heterogeneous, hey,
Right.
a south-facing versus a north-facing, depending what's in the area in front of it, what's in back of it, etc., etc. Again, land is not only unique, it's scarce. Again, there's no central organization of this market at all. Do you know many people are sitting in properties that they'll never move from, and all of a sudden someone throws so much money at them, they go bye-bye. Again, unorganized, inefficient, and compared to any other market in the world.
Chaotic.
And again, it is so local in nature. How can you have one property on one side of the street that is costing 5 times as much as the same property on the other side of the street? That would not happen in any other commodity than real property. Now again, it has a lot of issues to deal with. Again, population. The more population, the more need for housing. The less need. You know, if you want to have, people can get houses for nothing in this country. Detroit's giving them away. But here's the danger. You have to live in Detroit.
No,
So is
not
Louisiana.
Detroit.
Huh?
So
Louisiana
Louisiana's
too.
giving
No,
away.
Louisiana. I think
A
probably.
lot of states are. The northern states are losing population like crazy because we don't have the same economy as we did in the 50s, right? If I worked in an auto plant, I had to be in Detroit, right? If I worked in an auto plant now, I better be in Tennessee
Right.
or Mexico. Yeah, what's the purchasing power they need, right? Very important for business planning. Again, we have environmental forces